Welcome back to my wedding planning trigger series. Today, I want to talk about something that's been challenging but incredibly important during this wedding planning process. How this time really tests your relationships with the people around you. As I've been navigating my own journey, I've noticed that people will sometimes say or do things that feel inconsiderate, disrespectful, hurtful, and this has forced me to take a step back and really evaluate my perception of how these situations unfold because how we perceive things truly shapes our reality. Perception is the lens through which we interpret the world and the actions of those around us. But it's important to remember that our perceptions aren't always reality. They're colored by our own experiences, beliefs, and emotions. And during times like wedding planning, when emotions are already running high, it's easy to misinterpret someone's actions or words as being more negative than they might have intended. And this is where communication comes in. I've had to have some really hard conversations with friends and family members throughout this process. And trust me, I don't like conflict or confrontation, but I've realized that I owe it to myself and to my relationships to speak up and stand in my truth. I've had to learn that two truths can coexist at the same time. Someone might have said or done something that hurt me, but that doesn't necessarily mean they intended to cause harm. At the same time, my feelings and experiences are valid. The key is to navigate these dual truths in a way that fosters understanding and compassion. So, I wanted to share some tips on communication that have helped me throughout this process. Number one, checking your perception. Before reacting to something, take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, is my reaction based on the actual situation, or am I interpreting it through my own lens of past experiences and emotions? This little pause can help you respond more thoughtfully and avoid unnecessary escalation in the conflict. Number two, speak your truth with compassion. When you do need to have a difficult conversation, approach it with the intention of understanding, not just being understood. Use I statements to express how you feel without placing blame. For example, I felt hurt when you said, rather than you hurt me when you said. Number three, listen actively. Communication is a two-way street. As much as you're sharing your truth, it's important to actively listen to another person's perspective. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree with them, but understanding their viewpoint can help you find a common ground. And number four, seek resolution, not victory. The goal of these conversations should be to resolve misunderstanding and strengthen your relationships, not to win an argument. Sometimes this means agreeing to disagree, but doing so with mutual respect. These are tips I share with all my couples clients too, and they're going to make your wedding and marriage stronger. Now, throughout this process, I've had to really overcome my own discomfort with conflicts, and there are moments where I wanted to avoid these conversations altogether. But I realized that doing so would only create more distance between me and the people I care about. So, by facing these challenges head on, I've learned that it's possible to hold space for my truth while also being open to the experiences and feelings of others. And it's been incredibly rewarding. These conversations have deepened my relationships and have helped me grow as a person. So, thank you for joining me in this conversation. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.